Welcome to Community Connections. I'm Marnie, your host, and Happy New Year. Happy 2024. And with the Prescott Valley Chamber of Commerce, we're really excited to be celebrating our 50th anniversary year. Yes, we were incorporated in 1974, and we've celebrated 50 years of wonderful, wonderful commitment to business and community, and this is going to be our anniversary year, so look for new logos, new things going on, and a lot of activities, and we hope you'll join us. But meanwhile, we're going to continue with this show, Community Connections, and my first guest this year is Heather Seitz. She is the Donor Relations Director for Big Brothers Big Sisters. Yes. Welcome.
Thank you.
Big Brothers Big Sisters of Yavapai County.
Yes, ma'am.
So welcome.
Thank you very much.
And
happy anniversary to
Thank
the
you.
Chamber.
I know.
We just celebrated our 50 year last year, so.
Isn't that wonderful?
Years,
It's big milestones, you know, and I know in the whole scheme of things, when you live in a rural area, there's older communities, but for us, 50 years is something to be celebrated.
It's a big deal.
And to congratulations for you.
Thank you.
You all are starting the new year off in a big way with a mentoring symposium.
We are. We're super excited about our Big Futures Mentoring Symposium, which is happening January 20th.
Now, is this the second year?
This is actually the third year.
The third year, yes. Yeah.
So
how did it get started?
Well, I'm glad you asked.
Yeah.
So it was actually an idea that came about by our executive director, Erin Mabry, and Darla DeVille from APS, who both are great members of our community and do so much for everybody. And so they got together and said, you know, what would it look like to offer just support and ideas and ways that we could come together and encourage people to not only be mentors, but give them the support to know how to do that.
Right.
So what does it mean to be a mentor in this community?
Right.
So that's what the symposium is about. It's to kind of excite people and get them encouraged to become a mentor, either to a big or just to another friend.
So who is your target audience to attend this symposium?
Good question. So we've actually opened it up to the entire community, and we want anybody who is interested to look into becoming a mentor to come to that. We obviously are always looking for bigs. We're especially looking for male bigs right now. We've got a waiting list of 52 kids that need bigs right now. You
always are looking for male bigs, though. It just seems like it's always a need.
It is. It is. We've, you know, the ones that we have, they're amazing, and we've got really great bigs, and so both male and female, and we're really excited for them. And we just, we're always looking for new folks and for new opportunities for them.
So in this symposium there's breakout sessions.
Right.
Are they geared towards a pathway to being a big, or is it a pathway related to anything in support of others in the community?
It's actually both, so that brings up a really good point. And so a lot of it is going to be support for our littles too, and so our littles are invited to the symposium. And so we're hoping that our matches come together, and that also we would bring people in from the community. And so there's going to be all kinds of opportunities for folks to learn sort of how to apply for scholarships, how to get that first job, what you need to be successful in your career and in school. And then also some make and take type of classes where they learn communication and you know, more encouraging things to help them in their career.
So when is this happening?
It's happening Saturday, January 20th, and we open the doors at 7:30 in the morning, so we'll have breakfast and lunch, and then, like you said, 4 breakout sessions. And it'll wrap up probably around 3 in the afternoon.
Now, I know you have, I was reading your information on it, a great keynote speaker.
Yes, yeah. So Mr. Mendez is coming. He's with the Professional Pilots. This year, our theme for Big Brothers Big Sisters is Taking Flight. And so he works with a great organization that really encourages young aviation professionals and helps them in their mentorship you know, process. So we're excited to have him.
So the morning there's breakout sessions in the morning, a lunch with the keynote speaker, and then a few more in the afternoon?
Right, exactly.
Now, do people just show up, or do they register and pick the sessions they want to attend?
Thank you for asking that. Yeah, it's important that people register. So we want them to go to our website, which is azbigs.org, and they can register online and then pick the classes that they want to take. So.
And is there any charge to attend?
No fee at all. So yeah, it's free to the public, which we're really excited about.
So it's free and open to the public, to open to anybody. Hence, having it on a Saturday when you have working people wouldn't be able to go during the middle of the week.
Exactly.
Oh, nice.
And one of the great things about it is it's completely, sponsorship supported, and we also have gotten a grant from the Yavapai County Health Department, and they've helped us with an opioid grant so that we're able to, we're going to talk about the effects of drugs.
Well, I noticed that was on one of the breakout sessions also.
Yes, so Matt Force is helping us with that.
Is on your website?
Yep, all on our website.
And that is
azbigs.org.
So, Big Brothers Big Sisters of Yavapai County taking flight in New Year 2024. What else are you planning for the year?
We have so much going on. We're so excited. So as soon as we finish up symposium, then we were going to be hot and heavy working with Bowl for Kids' Sake. So that's
Bowl for Kids' Sake.
We're glad that you love that.
Yes. Well, we have our chamber team.
That's right.
Captain April.
There we go. Very good. Thank you for that. So we're hoping to get bigger and better than ever before. So we are looking for all kinds of bowling teams. We want to encourage people to come out to be a captain, to get 4 or 5 people on their team, and really come out and support Big Brothers Big Sisters.
Registration for that's not open yet, though.
Not open yet, but it's coming soon.
Yes.
We anticipate in the next 2 weeks or so that'll be up.
Right.
So yeah, we're going to have a lot of fun. We'll be bowling both on the Prescott side and the Cottonwood side. So that's one great thing about Big Brothers Big Sisters is we're county-wide, so that opens a lot of opportunity for us.
And all the donations and the support stay right here in Yavapai County.
Absolutely.
To support our kids and the matches made with the bigs and littles.
Yes.
One other thing you've got coming up, which is something else I like, is the Mariano Golf Tournament.
Yes.
That's another fun event.
Yes, we're so excited about that. So we're very thankful to the Mariano family, Barbara Mariano, and the golf tournament is in her husband's memory. And so that'll be coming up, I believe it's the 21st of May.
Yeah.
And so we anticipate it's going to be at Prescott Lakes this year. So super excited about that. We'll be announcing soon when you can register to get foursomes of golf and play, and everybody can come out, and we'll have all kinds of sponsorship opportunities as well. So.
Well, and that'll all come out. You need to follow azbigs.org.
Absolutely.
For more information, opportunities, sponsorship, opportunities to participate. But meanwhile, start your 2024 off right in a good way and attend this mentoring symposium.
Absolutely.
And again, the Big Futures Mentoring Symposium, different topics: career, college prep, military, healthy habits, youth mentoring, make and take activities, setting goals. It's free, Saturday, January 20th. Sign up today. And thank you, Heather Seeds, and welcome. Welcome to the community.
I appreciate it.
Short break,
for all you do.
And we'll be right back here on Community Connections. Thank you.
So as a technical sergeant, E6.
I served in Vietnam in 1969.
I am a U.S. Army veteran.
Have you ever helped a fellow veteran?
Of course.
Yes.
Try to always be there for each other.
I do my best reaching out to my brothers and sisters in arms.
Have you ever asked for help yourself?
It's always tough, right?
I can't say that I have. I mean,
If you don't have someone to kind of help you guide those thoughts, it can be really bad.
Eventually, you just can't deal with it on your own.
I guess it's a part of the military too, right? Service before self.
It was drilled in, service before self.
And you start to question, maybe people would be better off without me, When you realize that you're not alone, once you take that first step, there's so much support.
Or spoken, but lived. It's what we do. It's who we are. It's the battle cry of our fighting spirit. Battles won. See all the battles Marines fight to win at marines.com.
And we're back. Here I have Matthew Phillips. He is the Development and Communications Manager with U.S. Vets, serving our veterans in our community. And as everybody knows, here in the Quad Cities, we are definitely veteran-loving community. and we appreciate what you do.
Thank you very much. First, thanks for having me, and Happy New Year.
Happy New Year! I know.
2024, I can't believe it.
I can't either.
It's just,
I know.
came like a bullet.
2024 was kind of one of those distant years that was off because it's a big year for the chamber, it's a big year for me. It was kind of like, but it's way out there, and now suddenly,
boom.
It's here.
It's here. Yes.
When did that happen? So how long has U.S. Vets been serving here in Prescott?
So we've been here since 2003.
Okay.
Matter of fact, we just finished celebrating our 20th anniversary. So we're very excited. We've grown exponentially since we started at the VA campus. And then after that, we moved to Gurley Street. And then about 2.5–3 years ago, we moved to our new location, which is on Whipple Street. And we house about 180 veterans, both on our site and off. We have some temporary housing off-site.
So that's the specific focus for U.S. Vets, is to provide the housing for veterans.
Yes.
In our community.
And then wraparound services that we provide them.
Okay.
So when they come in to our facility, we have a workforce development department, we have case managers, we have a clinical team if they get in crisis that's right there on site that can help them out. We have a culinary program. So when they come in, we sit down with them. Each person is an individual, and their individual needs are separate from everybody else's. So we sit down and get to know them and find out what is it that they need and how can we help them become successful. Whether it's a workforce development where we help them find work, we're really gracious and appreciative of all the contacts we have in the community, so we can pick up the phone and talk to a business and say, I've got this veteran that's sitting in front of us. A lot of the transferable skills that they're just not aware of that they have, that then we can call a business and say, I've got this individual, are you looking for that position still? And then we can have them go over and interview. We also have, within the workforce development, we have interview classes, resume building. If they want to do something on their own, we've got an individual that comes in there and helps them create a small business. So anything we can do to get them back on their feet. And
what their need is.
Exactly, absolutely.
How are they referred to you?
They're referred to us in many, many ways. We can't be everywhere all at one time. So we have great relationships with all the other nonprofits in the community. And also outside of the community. We'll go as far as Kingman, up to the other side of Flagstaff to pick up a veteran. So we might have someone at a nonprofit that's veterans come in, ask for services or help, and they'll pick up the phone and they'll call our outreach department. And then we'll work with getting that veteran to our facility, and then we'll go through the process of getting them what they need. So we've got connections all over the northern Arizona. A lot of people don't realize we actually serve all of northern Arizona, all the way up to the Utah border.
Wow.
So it's a large.
But your center is here in Prescott.
Absolutely, yes.
Okay.
99% of the focus is in the Quad City area.
How many veterans are you currently housing or providing the support services for?
180.
180. Okay.
Yes, 180. So 130 at our Whipple site. And then the remainder are small permanent housing across the city. Yeah.
So are they apartments, dormitories?
No, they're small apartments.
Several people live in one?
Correct.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. And it's, we've got awarded the Fort Whipple project at the VA campus. So we're actually be breaking ground sometime in 2024.
Yeah.
Our estimated finish time is 2026. So we've got 6 of the officers' quarters. So there's going to be a total of 24 units in those 6. And then we're building an 80-unit apartment complex down below. So we'll have
on Fort Whipple?
Yes.
The campus?
So we'll have about 103 additional units. Those particular units are going to be specific for low-income elderly veterans. The housing situation in this area, as we all know, is we need affordable housing. And that's one of the things that we really focus in on, is affordable housing for veterans so they can get back on their feet.
Mm-hmm. Well, I mentioned to you before the show that we were talking that when I was working Valley of Lights, we had a couple of vans from U.S. Vets bring the veterans through to see Valley of Lights. So it was pretty cool to wave and say thank you to them, but they got to enjoy. So you also do outreach programs or activities.
We've got a activity coordinator. She does an exceptional job. She gets them engaged. She has all kinds of different projects that they can take advantage of. Painting classes, culinary program, take them to the movies, anything that gets them socialized together and get them out in the community and more exposure. And that pressure, taking that pressure off of them and having some fun too.
Sure. Do they come to you as a homeless veteran first? Are they referred, or maybe they move to the area and need help?
That's a great question. They come to us experiencing homelessness, but also we focus in on at-risk veterans that are about to become homeless. So we try to intercede there and get them in. They also have the ability to come in and see what other types of services we provide, which segues to the new facility we have. It's right next to the Hacienda Inn. It's called the Veteran Connection Hub. So it's where the old APS building used to be.
Right, yes.
That particular program is open to any veteran. It doesn't have to be veterans that we actually serve at our facility. They can come in, get a cup of coffee, chit chat, connect with each other. We have workshops there. So it's a place where they can go and just meet other veterans.
Now, is all this information on your website, Matthew, these services, and what is that?
It's www.usvets.org.
Yeah, I get those confused sometimes too as a nonprofit. So all of those services are listed there, but if somebody needed help like right now, they needed to call somebody, who would they connect with?
Well, right now, you can contact me, 928-583-7199. At the hub, it's Tina Bowden Blake, and that number's 928-830-2283.
Yes. Well, thank you so much for what you do in support of our veterans. They should always come first. So, Matthew Phillips, thank you for joining us on Community Connections, and I look forward to talking to you again soon.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
I appreciate it.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
You know you don't have to wear your PT gear anymore, right?
It's comfortable.
So how's civilian life treating you?
It's fine.
When I got out, I didn't want to admit that there was anything wrong because it felt like a failure. And then I realized, there's nothing to be ashamed of. So I started talking to someone. Maybe you are fine, but if you're not, it's okay.
Thank you.
If you or a veteran you know needs support, don't wait. Reach out. Find resources at va.gov/reach.
Let's be real, getting a flu shot
helps you
fight the flu. Get a flu shot for yourself and those around you too.
Welcome back to Community Connections. Joining me now is Michael Menlove Law. And welcome. How are you?
Good. How are you?
Good. Happy New Year.
Thank you.
Happy New Year.
Thank you.
With the new year always comes new laws and things like that. I don't know, sometimes it's not broken, don't fix, try and fix it, but whatever. Anyway, we're going to talk today about the Corporate Transparency Act for business. And it's something that I've seen a lot of information start flowing through after the first of the year. But Michael's going to be sharing a little bit more in depth of what this act is about, and I'll even all ears to listen to. So, Michael, I'm going to turn it over to you.
All right.
What is it?
So, Corporate Transparency Act. It's an act that was put forth in law in actually 2021, but everybody just ignored it until recently because that's when it came into effect. So it basically is a law that is going to help the government theoretically control and take away from money laundering and tax crimes is what they've created this for. And it's a reporting requirement for small businesses, essentially, that they have to report some relatively simple information, but the hard part is that the ramifications or the consequences for not reporting are pretty extreme. So I just want to get the information out to all the small businesses in the area to go talk to your tax advisor, go talk to your attorney, your professional advisors, and get in compliance with this.
So it's reporting requirements. What type of information are they asking you for?
So the law says that all beneficial owners of a business, if you fall within this category, you have to report your name, your address, and you have to report picture identification. So it's really easy, but you just have to do it. And the reporting requirement is all businesses that are created after January 1st, 2024 have 90 days to report. And businesses created prior to 2024 have until January 1st, 2025 to report. So they just have to go onto the FinCEN website and report their information. So it's relatively easy, but as I said, the consequences are $500 a day.
Wow.
And 2 years in prison.
Wow. How does that reporting requirement combat money laundering and the
tax fraud,
things like that? Yeah.
Financial crimes. So FinCEN is a financial crimes government arm, and so that's what they're preventing. But what can be done? If there's criminals, they can create shell companies. And
I guess I'm not a criminal.
Yeah. It doesn't really come to my mind.
How does that work?
So you can create a shell company with false addresses, false names, and then they don't have to. And then if they're laundering money, then they're not reporting it, obviously. And so that's what it's created. Is we're just providing more information to the government and theoretically that will help stop some of these financial crimes.
Theoretically is the key word there. Is there a financial reporting requirement attached to this?
No, just your regular taxes. So that's through the IRS. So it's just your taxes. Although, so there's no financial reporting requirement, but if you're a large business that makes over $5 million a year, then you don't have to report because they figure you've already have enough reporting done. So there's some exceptions. So it's not all businesses. There's some exceptions. Not to go over them in detail in this short amount of time we don't have. But go talk if you're a small business owner or your business owner, if you have any ownership interest in any company, except for like your 10 shares of Google or whatever you own. But if you have controlling interest in any company, I would highly recommend go talk to your tax advisor and your attorney to just get in compliance.
And then we were saying earlier out there that this is not a requirement of a not-for-profit, 501c3, C6, any of those.
Yeah.
So it's just your LLCs and your other business
corporations. So the law is any entity that's required by the state filing. So that would include corporations, LLCs, limited liability partnerships, and some other types of entities. And there's some more exceptions, like you said, the non-taxable entities, and also banks, investment, so different organizations.
So if you have a question, whether or not you're required to ask, check with your professional, your advisor, whether it's your attorney or your financial accountant.
Exactly.
Because they would know what should be done. Yeah,
that's the main message. If there's one message that I would say, if you're a business owner, go talk to your advisors, your professional advisors.
Well, the problem is so steep, the violations, like if you don't, and holy smokes, $500 a day and 2 years. Wait a minute.
That could bury a lot of small businesses
for
that,
sure,
that we work with.
So, but this is a requirement.
It isn't.
So now it's
law.
Picture ID, your name and
name, address, your residential address, so name, residential address, name of the entity, and just a photocopy of your picture ID. So it's really simple.
Yeah. What is the website that you need to do that on? It's
www.fincen.gov/BOI.
Okay. Do you have a flyer on this or any other information you can send me, or I can track something down? Because, we would want to barely be able to share it not only, with this show, but with our, members too, and all of our other media outlets.
Yeah, absolutely. I'd be happy to send it over. And the government produces a 60-page pamphlet, but I won't send that one over. But
awesome. I think you had something when you sat down. It's like, I don't think I've read that.
I was going to give you a test on it.
Well, now I know. I'm pretty good about this. That I can go ahead and get on there and sign if necessary.
But most of the businesses in the area, like your construction companies, and all
our services, plumbing, electrical, they're all small business owned.
Exactly.
Single owners, and that's who they're targeting on.
And, these small businesses may or may not have a regular attorney or a regular accountant, and so they may not be aware of it, and that's what I just want to make sure everybody knows.
Right. Well, appreciate that. Appreciate you, and the we work together on a variety of projects. So obviously, if you don't have somebody, call me, because I can make a recommendation from the chamber on who could help you out with this to make sure you are in compliance.
Yeah.
Well, thank you very much for joining us.
Thank you.
I thought it was going to be something big, but it's small, but it could be big. So get it done. 2024. Thank you very much, Michael Menlove, Menlove Law. Happy New Year.
Thank you.
Good.